Leo woke up one sunny morning with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. "I wish I could have the whole day to myself," he whispered to his teddy bear, Bartholomew. "No rules, no chores, just fun, fun, fun." He tiptoed out of his room, expecting to find his mom in the kitchen, but the house was unusually quiet. On the kitchen table, he found a note. It read, "My dearest Leo, I have to go out for the day. Be a good boy. Love, Mom." Leo's eyes widened. His wish had come true. It was finally Leo's day off. First things first, breakfast. Mom always said, "Just one scoop of sugary cereal, Leo." But today, there were no rules. He grabbed the biggest bowl he could find and the box of cosmic crunchies. 1 scoop, just scoops. 3. He kept pouring until a mountain of colorful stars and planets towered over the rim. Now for the milk. He heaved the heavy carton, but it was too much for his small hands. Whoosh! A tidal wave of milk erupted from the carton, splashing all over the counter, the floor, and Leo himself. Cosmic crunchies went flying, sticking to everything like tiny, sugary asteroids. Leo just giggled. A little mess was part of the fun, right? He scooped up a handful of soggy cereal from the counter and munched on it happily. This was the best breakfast ever. After his unique breakfast, it was time for an epic playtime. Leo ran to his room, his mind buzzing with ideas. He was going to build the tallest, most incredible rocket ship the world had ever seen. He looked up at the highest shelf where his super special, shiny red rocket nose cone was kept. He stretched, he jumped, he stood on his tiptoes, but it was just out of reach. Mom always got it down for him. No problem, Leo thought. I'll build a skyscraper with my blocks instead. He started stacking, block by colorful block. The tower grew taller and taller, wobbling slightly. He needed one more block to make it a record breaker. Carefully, he placed the final block on top, and crash, the whole thing came tumbling down in a clatter of wood. He tried again and again, but his hands weren't as steady as his mom's. She always knew just how to place the blocks to keep them from falling. A small sigh escaped his lips. Building wasn't as much fun without his master builder partner. "I know," Leo exclaimed. "I'll go to the park." The park was always full of adventure. He grabbed his favorite ball and raced out the door. The sun was warm, and the swings were empty. He swung as high as he could, pretending he was flying through the clouds. He zoomed down the slide, whooshing like a superhero. But then he noticed something. Over by the sandpit, a little girl was giggling as her dad pushed her on the swing. Near the benches, a boy was learning to ride his bike, his mom running alongside him, cheering him on. Everyone had someone. Leo looked around. The park suddenly felt big and a little empty. He kicked his ball, but there was no one to kick it back. As he was running to get it, he tripped over a tree root and scraped his knee. Ouch! He cried out. It wasn't a big scrape, just a small one, but it stung. He sat on the grass, looking at the little red mark. He wished his mom was there. She would give him a big hug, clean it up, and put on his favorite dinosaur bandage. A hug and a bandage always made everything better. Feeling a bit down, Leo walked back home. He pushed open the door to his room and stopped. It was a disaster zone. Toys were scattered everywhere from his failed skyscraper attempts. His clothes were in a pile on the floor from when he was deciding what to wear to the park. The shiny red rocket nose cone still sat on the high shelf, mocking him. The mess didn't look like fun anymore. It just looked messy. His cozy, happy room felt strange and chaotic without his mom's touch to make it right. He sat down on his bed, the silence of the house pressing in on him. The morning had started with so much excitement, but now all Leo felt was a quiet ache in his chest. As the afternoon sun began to dip lower in the sky, casting long shadows across his messy room, Leo just sat there. The quiet wasn't peaceful anymore. It was lonely. He thought about the cereal mountain and the milky mess. He remembered how his mom would laugh and say, "Oh, Leo," before helping him clean it up. He thought about the wobbly block tower and how she would steady it with her gentle hands. He thought about the scrape on his knee and how much he wanted one of her magic hugs. He realized that the rules and chores weren't meant to stop his fun. Helping him clean was her way of teaching him. Getting the rocket from the high shelf was her way of helping him dream. Her steady hand was her way of supporting him. It was all love. A tear trickled down his cheek. "I miss my mom," he whispered to Bartholomew the teddy bear, hugging him tight. "I wish she would come home. All the freedom in the world wasn't worth a single moment without her." Just then, he heard a familiar sound, click. The front door opened. "Leo, I'm home." A warm, loving voice called out. It was her. Leo leaped off the bed and bolted out of his room, his heart pounding with happiness. He saw his mom standing in the doorway, her arms open wide and a gentle smile on her face. He didn't say a word. He just ran as fast as his little legs could carry him and crashed into her for the biggest, tightest hug he had ever given. He buried his face in her coat, breathing in her familiar, comforting scent. "I'm so glad you're home." He muffled into her shoulder. His mom hugged him back just as tightly, kissing the top of his head. "I'm glad to be home, too, my sweet boy." In that moment, holding his mom's hand, Leo knew the truth. Rules and chores didn't matter. A perfectly clean house didn't matter. The best, most wonderful, most exciting adventure of all was simply being with his mom. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Leo's adventure, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fun stories every week. See you next time.